Well, Nigeria lost tonight on penalty shootout, and we've been knocked out of the final, and we're going to be playing a third place match against Egypt on Saturday, while Morocco has qualified to the final to play against Senegal in the final. So today I'm going to be giving my post-match reaction in 4 branches. First, I'm gonna talk about the full match analysis and the officiating of the game. I've divided it into 4 places so that you can understand what this video is going to be all about. So number 1, I'm going to be talking about the officiating and the full match analysis. That's number 1. And number 2, I'm going to be talking about the penalty shootout, what I feel about it. And number 3, I'm going to talk about my message to the players, the team. And lastly, I'm going to talk about my prediction and reaction to about the final and the third place match on both Saturday and Sunday. So stay tuned to the end of this video and you're going to find out. So welcome back. If you're just joining this channel for the first time, this is Femi Gutayo Unfiltered. Make sure you give this video a like and make sure you subscribe to this channel to support me and to help me grow. Thank you. And now that we've put that out of the way, let's go into the full match analysis. Firstly, I want to start with the officiating. I know a lot of Nigerians have been complaining online about the officiating of the game and the way the official officiated the game, the Ghanaian referee. And I must say, even though I don't agree with the fact that was why we didn't win, because that's totally different, but that officiating was so poor and it was obviously biased. Anyone who watched that game from the beginning to the end and is saying otherwise is so lying to himself. It's either you are a Moroccan and you don't want to say the truth, or you just hate Nigeria. That match, the referee was obviously in support, maybe not totally against Nigeria. Maybe he doesn't hate Nigeria, but it was obviously biased in support of the Moroccans. Dude, how many yellow cards he gave to Nigerians? Not a single yellow card for Moroccan players throughout the whole 120 minutes. No single yellow card. And, they had several fouls. There are several fouls that they made that they should have gotten a yellow card for. And probably even a red card. Because there are players who were several offenders, who committed several fouls in that game, who are Moroccan players. The referee either looked the other way or just, caution them and not give them a yellow card. There are several instances. I'm just going to show 2 videos so you see what I'm saying. For those that didn't really watch the match, or for those of you that want to be saying, this and that. Maybe if I don't think I have the video of the Bassi incident here, but everybody saw that. I'm going to show a picture of it. Bassi obviously was in front of the ball. How can someone be in front of the ball and still be the one who has fouled someone and actually not just get stopped for foul, but even booked again? Yellow card. Bassi was in front of Brahim Diaz, and Brahim Diaz pulled his shirt first. And while he was in front and Brahim Diaz pulled his shirt, he was just like wanted to fall, and his hand went to the back and probably hit Brahim Diaz on the face by mistake. It wasn't an intentional foul. This ref didn't blow for Brahim Diaz pulling Bassi's shirt. He blew for Bassi's hand hitting Brahim Diaz's face mistakenly, and not just blow a foul. He gave Bassi yellow card, knowing that he already had a yellow card and he might miss the final if we eventually qualify. Now it's not even going to play the third place match because of that. I mean, that was the beginning of the match, and we just knew this ref was against us. Several instances in the game. There was a time the ball was obviously a throw-in, and this ref blew foul against Nigeria. I mean, it was just so. I was watching that game, and I was just shouting like, "What the fuck? What the fuck, ref? What is going on here? Like, what is going on here?" If I, who is watching the game, can be that frustrated watching that game, I can only imagine how frustrated the players were. Saying that any little thing they do, they are getting, booked, or just getting, the referee was blowing foul against them. Every little thing they do, every 50-50 chance, the ref was blowing against Nigeria. It was just so hostile. The ref was hostile to the players. The atmosphere was already hostile against the players, and now the ref was hostile against the players. It is even a miracle that Nigeria got through that match for 120 minutes without conceding a goal. Because at that stage, you will be extremely exhausted when all you do is being it's been called foul, or you're being booked for just little things that you're doing, and the opponents were not getting booked, or were even being pardoned instead of them being being whistled out for foul. I mean, it was just so ridiculous to watch. So the officiating was so poor. Don't get me right. I'm not saying it was because of that we couldn't win. I must give props to Morocco. The team played very well. They were able to hold Nigeria, in the midfield, that we couldn't even move forward to supply our strikers the way we've been supplying them in our previous matches. And of course, we missed our captain, Wilfred Ndidi, in this game. If he was in that game, maybe we would have played better. And the person that replaced him hasn't really played with that midfield with Iwobi, Oyedika in the back. Bruno Yemachi and Bruno Yemachi in the back has not even really played with them like that. So he hasn't really, the chemistry hasn't really been built like that. We obviously miss Wilfred Ndidi in that midfield. But I must give kudos to Morocco for being able to hold. They were dominating that midfield. So there was no way we could break through that midfield to supply our strikers, with the ball in front. But for anyone to watch that game and said the referee was great, there was no favoritism towards the Moroccan players, then you are a blatant liar. And you are one of the reasons why African football is denigrating and people don't respect us outside this continent. Because everybody is just lying to themselves. Let's just watch few videos from those fouls that he called that are not fouls at all. Let's just watch some video. For those of you saying the ref was fair in this game, just watch this video. If you truly understand football at all, just watch this video. This was a pass from Bassi to Victor Moses. This was even towards later in the game. Early in the game, he made a lot of decisions that were so unfair to Nigerian players. Look at this pass from Bassi. That pass bounced in their box, and Moses was challenging Hakimi. Obviously, he knew he wanted to win the ball, but the moment he saw that Hakimi touched the ball, so that was supposed to be a corner kick. But what did the ref blow? Goal kick. And he said that was even a foul from what was it called? From Victor Moses. How? Look at the close shot again. Look at the close shot. Look at Hakimi's left hand. His hand was on Simon's shirt. He was pulling Simon, which was normally supposed to be a foul. Now let's not even look at that. Look at Hakimi's leg again. The right leg. Bam! He hits the ball. That was supposed to be a goal kick, a corner kick. And Moses was just like, nah, I didn't touch the ball. What did the ref blow? Goal kick. Look, listen to the commentator. He was even like, where is the foul here? Where is the foul? Our coach was just laughing like, this is bullshit. This is crazy, man. Look at that again. Let's just watch it without me pausing it. Look at that. The commentator was even like, where is the foul? Where is the foul? I mean, it's just so crazy. If you can watch the highlight from the beginning to the end, go and watch the match again if you didn't watch it. It was just so obvious that this ref probably has been paid to just make sure Morocco qualifies for the final, which is so terrible. I mean, if Morocco wants to win, let them just win. And we know, we're not saying they're not good, but it was obvious that this referee was against Nigeria in this game and was favoring the Moroccan team, which is really bad. And this is the exact reason why people don't respect AFCON. The last tournament, Ivory Coast hosted it, and everything was in their favor to win it, and they won it. This time around, Morocco is hosting it, and now they are almost in the final. They are now in the final, and they probably are gonna win it too if everything goes like this in the final too. If they got a ref that is going to favor them in the final too, they're probably gonna win too because they have the home support, which is already a plus to them. And now the ref officiating is been very, very poor and biased in this tournament. Cameroon complained about the same thing. There were a lot of issues in the Cameroon game, but people didn't take it seriously. Now against Nigeria, it was just so poor. It was just so obvious that this referee was against Nigeria. Let me find another video of another wrong call from the ref. I was saying it the other time that Morocco also, I mean, we played 120 minutes. No single yellow card for Morocco. And every little thing, every simple thing, the ref was giving yellow cards to Nigerian players. Look at this particular incident. Just look at it. That was a pass to Bruno, and Bruno was going. He was going to create a chance. Look at what Brahim Diaz did. He pulled him. How can you pull someone that was on the run to go and probably throw a pass? He pulled him down. Let me rewind that again. Maybe you didn't see it. Look at that. Look at that. Pulled him down. What did the ref do? He blew, of course, because that was obviously a foul. What would you have expected from that? A yellow card for Brahim Diaz? No. The ref didn't give him a yellow card. And there were several other issues in that game. I just told you, Brahim Diaz pulled Bassi's shirt, and Bassi was the one who got the yellow card. Come on now. Come on. I'm not saying this to say this was why we didn't win the game. I already said it. Props to Morocco. They were able to control that midfield. It wasn't like all the chances they got, because I can see some people say, oh, we are complaining about the ref. We only got 2 shots and maybe 1 shot on target, blah, blah, blah. At the end of the day, Morocco that got 12 shots on target, or 12 shots and maybe 4 shots on target, did they score 1 goal? So it wasn't like they dominated us. At the end of the day, even the possession, we still had more possession at the end of the day than Morocco in this game. It was just because we weren't able to dominate that midfield. Our defense today was so solid. Kudos to Bassi, Bruno, Ajayi, and the keeper, Nwabali, today. They were great today. In fact, this was a fantastic, especially for Bassi, because I can say everybody's already celebrating Bassi online, because it was just so outstanding today. Bassi has been great throughout the tournament, and today he just showed everyone that he's a centre back that shouldn't be messed with in the world of football today, not just in AFCON. Even in the Premier League, everybody respects Bassi now. There was even an interview where Alan was saying players like Bassi, he respects players like Bassi because he knows, and you know, when a real player sees a real player, he will know. I will see if I can get that video and put it in this video when I'm editing it. He even said he respects Bassi. So for Alan, you know how huge he is and good he is as a striker. For him to acknowledge that Bassi is one of the defenders that he respects because of the game they played together against that Fulham. You remember that Fulham game against Man City where they played 4-4 or 3-3 or something like that. So Bassi was outstanding today. The defense, they were playing in the back. They were just passing through in the back, passing the back, maintaining ball possession and everything, but they were not able to really penetrate very well. And that was kudos to what Morocco was able to do. They were able to dominate that midfield, but they weren't able to do anything in the front. They had shots, 13 shots. At the end of the day, they couldn't score. Of course, we're going to have shots. They have all the crowd behind them. They have everything. But they dominated that midfield. Kudos to them. But the officiating was so poor. Come on, we can do better. We should be able to do better in Africa. We can do better. It was so poor. It pained me because I feel like this game, I was expecting a fair game. I knew it wasn't even going to be fair because already they have all the fans. There were a lot of issues. I didn't even want to talk about what our fans, the supporters, the Nigerian supporters that were in the stadium, what they faced, the harassment they faced from the officials in the stadium, what they said about the stewards and the ball boys, what they were doing to our players behind the scene. I don't even want to talk about that. Those are normal stuff that happens, because you have home advantage. It happens anytime in football. So I'm not even surprised. But those are issues also that would have affected the match. But let's not even talk about that. Those are things that was already in favor of Morocco. And now the ref again. CAF, we should do better. CAF should make sure that things like this do not happen again. From the beginning, we already knew it was probably going to end this way. Because how can you make a ref who is a Ghanaian? You know what Ghanaians have against Nigerians. Even though we know that it's all banters and everything, but you never can tell. And we just saw everything in this game. Look at how bad the officiating was. And some people want to still defend this man and say he did well, it was a balance. What balance officiating was that? It wasn't fair at all. It wasn't balanced. It was so obvious that it was in favor of the Moroccans. And probably, maybe he has been paid. Because why would you be doing all that? I just showed you evidences. Those are just two issues. Those are just 2 times out of a lot of issues a lot of cases in that match that they blew in favor of the Moroccans. It's so sad. I was watching that game. I was just shouting to my screen like I was so frustrated, and I can't imagine how the players themselves were frustrated. Even after the game, the players were walking through the press area, and no one was even in the mood to give interviews. The only player that spoke to the press, this was what he said about the game. He even had to talk about the referee for you to know how pained they were. Because it's not normal for players to come after the game and start talking about referee. Nigeria, we don't do that. You understand? We are not Algeria that will come out and be fighting referee. We didn't fight. Even after the game, they shook hand. Even with all the things that the ref did today, they still shook hand and hugged the Moroccan officials and the players and everything. We are not fighters. But let's be fair. This was what Bright Osai Samuel said after the game to the press. Okay, so this is a video from the Bright Osai Samuel just saying the officiating today was so appalling. I mean, look at his face. You could see he was so tired. He has been frustrated from the referees officiating, which was so frustrating to even watch. Not to talk of experiencing that firsthand. I mean the players. Yeah, let us hear what he said.
A quick comment about today's semi-final game.
Painful, very painful to obviously lose. I think we played very well. The back four was amazing. I'm proud of the team. The manager came down and said he's proud of the team. The board members came down and said they're proud of the team. So it's just really painful that we lost some penalties. Penalties are all about luck. It's a lottery, and today we didn't win that. One thing I would say is that the referee was appalling. Not saying that that's the reason why we lost, but just making very, very wrong decisions. And it's really painful to see that we have refs like that in a big game like today. But I wish Morocco all the best.
Thank you.
Cool. Just sportsmanship. Still wish Morocco the best. I mean, what else do you want? What else do you expect from a player? Class. That was class from Bright Osai Samuel. He was all over the place today. The defense was outstanding today. Oh my God. That's all I want to say today about the first point. I said my first point was to just give a full match analysis. There's nothing to say. I already said it. We dominated the possession, the ball possession. Go and check the stat. I'm going to put the stat on this video. Look at the stats. We dominated the possession. We won ball possession in that game. So everybody's saying Morocco dominated us. They want to be comparing this game to Algeria. Algeria game, we dominated Algeria from the beginning to the end. They didn't even score one goal, and we scored them 2-0. We won the game in 90 minutes. This one, we won ball possession. The match ended 0-0 in 120 minutes. How is that domination from Morocco? If you dominate someone, they won't be able to even have one shot on target, and you will win them in 90 minutes. That's domination. Domination is when you win in 90 minutes and the other opponent didn't even have one shot on target. This one, we had one shot on target. We had more than one shot overall, and we even won ball possession. So how is that domination? All your chances that you had, if it's even worse that you had 12 shots and none of it entered the post, and you're saying you dominated the game. How? If you dominated the game, maybe you should have even won ball possession too. So that's not even, not to say Morocco wasn't outstanding in that game. They really tried. I already said it. They dominated the midfield. They got that midfield. You know, when in a game, you can't win the attack. At least you'll be able to win the midfield. We couldn't win the attack already because obviously they just rendered Osimhen, Ademola Lookman, and Akwa Adams useless today. You know, and the midfield, they won that midfield. But the defense, our defense was so strong. There was nothing they could do. That was why they had 12 shots and they couldn't score one goal. So kudos to the boys. Kudos to the boys. They played well today. Bassi was so outstanding. I already talked about him. Osai Samuel, oh my God, the guy was just everywhere today. Look at his eyes. His eyes was even red when he was giving the interview. And Ajayi was outstanding also. I know people don't talk too much about Ajayi, but Ajayi was also outstanding in that game. And also Bruno Yemachi. Of course, this guy is just too good. And then our keeper, Nwabali. Let's talk about Nwabali. Before we even talk about the penalty, Nwabali in the match in 120 minutes, he was our savior today. There are several saves. He made like maybe 4 saves because they had 4 shots on target, you know, or maybe 3 saves because one of their ball hits the bar. But Nwabali today was outstanding. It was great. He was great in Pool today. And Nwabali is a decent keeper. I don't know why I think he has always been unfairly criticized. I know sometimes he can be too aggressive or try to do some things that might be a mistake or something, but Nwabali is an outstanding goalkeeper. And of course, that is why he's our number one. Even when we had Uzo on the bench, Uzo that we've taken to the World Cup before. And for him to be invited this time around, it means he's doing well in his club. But he came and he's our second keeper in this tournament. And they can't even take Nwabali's place. No matter how people say he's bad, he makes mistake, he does this, he does that. He's still a good keeper. So he was outstanding today. Kudos to Nwabali and kudos to all the defense. They were outstanding. The rest, they've been outstanding in the tournament, but today, no. I don't know what happened. I don't know how we allowed Morocco to just... I don't know. I don't even know. Maybe the coach gave them some instruction because it was just like we were playing to go to penalties. And we know we are not that good in penalties. So I don't think they were playing to go to penalties. I just think he just got out of hand and Morocco just took over that midfield. And maybe we're missing Ndidi too. And the person that replaced Ndidi wasn't really gelled. The chemistry wasn't really there with Iwobi and everything. Because Iwobi was just going back too much. Even Akwa Adams will get the ball. Instead of him to move forward and cross to you, Osimhen, he was going back. He was passing to the back. I'm just like, what is going on today? Guys, move forward now. What is going on? We said we are the best attacking team in this tournament, and we are passing to the back. Are we going to score from the back? We have Ademola Lookman and Osimhen in this front. Why are you passing to the back? You know? But it ended 0-0 in 120 minutes. Then we went to penalty shootout. Let's talk about the penalty shootout. Why on earth are we asking people like Chukwueze, Bruno Yemachi to be playing penalty for us when we have Osimhen, Ademola Lookman, Iwobi, Victor Moses in the game? I mean, I just can't understand this thing. The fact that the coach even took out Osimhen, I knew it looked like he was injured because even from like the 1:15 minutes or even less than that, he has already started leaping and all that. And I was like, take this, but bring someone in that is fresh, because it was like, even as much as I want Osimhen to play that 120 minutes, as you guys know, I love Osimhen. I was saying, just take him out, bring in someone fresh, because it looks like Osimhen was not in that game anymore. And when Osimhen is not playing, it's always like -1. So the coach didn't take him out immediately, and he waited till like maybe 5 minutes to the end of the game, or maybe 3 minutes. That was when he now brought in this tall guy, Onuachu. And I thought, okay, maybe he brought in Onuachu for the penalty, but I don't understand how. Fine, Onuachu took the first penalty, And the next penalty taker was Chukwueze. Come on, Chukwueze that just came into the game like 3 minutes. Maybe he hasn't even had any touch. I don't think he even had any touch. And we are playing Bruno to play penalty for us. And who has even played? I've forgotten right now on top of my head. But the fact that the likes of Iwobi is there, not playing penalty. Ademola Lookman is there, not playing penalty. I mean, these are the leaders, our attackers in the team. Are we saying they are not good penalty? I don't even know. Is it the coach that chooses who to play? And if the coach is the one who chooses who plays the penalty, how can you choose those players when we have Ademola Lookman, Victor, what's it called, Moses Simon, and Iwobi in the game, and those people cannot play penalty? I don't get it. Bruno Yemachi is now the one playing penalty for us. Chukwueze that just came in is the one playing penalty for us. I can even still understand Paul Onachu. He's an attacker and he scored. He obviously scored. I think was he Osai that even scored another penalty too. But the fact that we are using Bruno to play penalty, it's not that Bruno is not good. I just told you he had an outstanding performance in the 120 minutes in the defense. But he shouldn't be playing penalty for us. The same thing happened during the DLC match. That we were playing penalty like amateurs. And it was because we were giving penalties to defenders like Bassi, Bruno to play penalties for us. What the hell was that? And another thing. God, Nwabali, thank you. God bless you. I mean, Nwabali, I already gave kudos to Nwabali in the 120 minutes. In this penalty kick out too, at least he saved one goal. He saved one ball. He already gave us an edge. Instead of us to capitalize on that and score our goal, they brought in Chukwueze. When he even first came and he was just chewing chewing gum like this, like that, you just gave me PTSD like that Ayegbeni vibe. If you guys remember that Ayegbeni against South Korea in the World Cup, when he lost that open net and he was just chewing chewing gum and was laughing like he didn't even care. Chukwueze came with that kind of vibe already. And the moment I saw him, I was like, what's going to happen now? Why is he doing like this? Why is he doing so nonchalant like he doesn't even care? His body language, everything was so bad. I don't want to blame anybody. I know penalty is a 50-50 game. It's a lottery. Nobody knows how to play. Even the best players in the world has lost penalty. Terry, Ronaldo, Messi, big players have lost penalty. I've lost in the penalty shootout. So I'm not blaming him for losing the penalty. It is the body language here. You just came into the game. I understand that maybe, you've not been given so many opportunities in this tournament. You already had 2 assists. You're supposed to be giving more. But I had expected, even myself, that the coach brought in Chukwueze to replace Akko Adams in that game because Akko was not really in that game. And we needed someone in the flank to crossing ball to like Osime or Ademola Lookman in front. But the coach didn't bring him in. And now they brought you in like 3 minutes towards the end of the game to even just come and prove yourself. Then they gave you a penalty and you were just so nonchalant. I mean, let's just watch that video. I mean, look at him. Look at him changing gum as if this is child's play. Your keeper just saved a fantastic save. And the whole stadium was already quiet because they were in shock from that save from Nwabali. Instead of you to just capitalize on it and give them more shock and give them more panic so that the next person that's going to play for them will even lose. Because the moment Nwabali saved that penalty, the whole stadium was already in shock. They were already panicking. They were just hoping that this idiot, I don't want to call him idiot because all of them have been fantastic in this game. But they'll just be hoping, praying that we lose the next kick, the next penalty. And look at the body language from Chukwueze. You would have expected someone to come with passion and show that, yes, this is our chance. Let me take it and shoot this ball. I want to even tear the net. Look at the way he was chewing gum like this is child's play to him. I don't know. These players don't understand that this is what gives us joy. Football gives us joy. You are supposed to play this thing like it really means something to you too. I mean, I know it means something to them. I know they want to win, but Chukwueze didn't do well in this kick. Look at the way he was. His body language was even bad. Look at him. Chewing gum. Instead of you to sit down and look at the keeper and give him play some mind game with him, I'm looking like you were going to tear his face with shot. so that he's even panicking already. The keeper was just so confident because he could see that maybe Chukwueze was not serious, or maybe he was panic, he was nervous or something. And look at him. Look at that kick. What the fuck was that? And he don't even care. After he lost the penalty, it was just seriously. I mean, Chukwueze, they're already dragging him online. They're already dragging him online. I know that Nigerians are just catching cruise anyway, because most people will already forgive you, because of course they'll forgive you. Even me, I've already forgiven you too. But seriously, he needs to do better, and this is probably why he has not been started in all the games too. Because I'm like, Chukwueze is a good player, so why is he not starting in games? Maybe they've seen his unseriousness sometimes, because even in Fulham, he will be coming from the bench, and he's good. He's a player that should be starting games and show his skills and everything. But sometimes character, sometimes is even more than skills. He didn't show character in that match. Seriously. Even comedian Bovi had to say something about that game. Let's hear what he has to say, because what he said was just exactly what I've always been saying. The fact that you guys come to represent Nigeria, it's a privilege for you guys. You are not doing us a favor. If you guys don't come, we'll get players in Nigerian league, or on the street of Nigeria, to come and play for Nigeria, and they will play and they will win cup. Most of the trophies that we've won in the past, they are won by players that are not even born in Nigeria. I mean, that are not even born abroad, that were born in Nigeria, that have not even gone out of Nigeria before. Most of them played in Nigerian league. Rashidi Yekini, Odegbami, all of them, they play in 3SC, all those Nigerian league. They were homegrown. So if you guys didn't come to play for us, we will get players to come and play for us. So you are not doing us a favor. It's not as if we don't have players. This is a country of almost 300 million or 350 million people. So if you can be among the lucky 32 that they call up, or lucky 11 to be playing on the pitch, you are not doing us a favor. You should see it as a privilege to put smile on Nigerians' faces. And you get the opportunity and you are playing like that, and you are just playing. I mean, it's just like they didn't even care. And I'm not trying to blame, but come on, you could have done better. This was what Bovi said, and I kind of agree with what he said, because seriously, this was just exactly my stance on this Super Eagles issue, especially when Osimhen was shouting on Lookman, and everybody was shouting on him that he's too angry, he has anger issues. I'm like, no, it is passion. It's because he understands what this means to Nigerians. He understands that people want us to win. So there's no time for smesme or playing as if this is just child's play. You need to put body, die there if you can die. Hear what Bovi has to say. Let me not talk too much.
Listen, guys, usually I would not do this. I don't like telling people how to do their jobs. I have so many, let me not say so many, I have several friends in the Super Eagles team that I talk to, and I have never ever in my life interfered in their football. But I think it's very necessary that I do this, because over the years I have been seeing the same pattern repeat itself. Listen, religion stops this country from burning. You get? Because we're very religious people. So this religion versus this religion, they just do their thing themselves. You get? That's one aspect of it. Politics divides this nation because self-interest comes into play in politics. If there's anything that unites Nigeria as a nation, it's football. Mark my words, it's football.
Exactly.
So yeah, Super Eagles and intending Super Eagles players, have this at the back of your mind. When you are playing for Nigeria, regardless of how the NFF treats you, if you choose to say, I will play for Nigeria, understand that you have the potential, the power, the strength to unite Nigeria.
Exactly.
Something that brings Muslims and Christians and all
Exactly.
West together. In case you guys don't know, please check your history. When Nigeria is playing football, in our victorious moments, the whole nation forgets where any other person is from. You have to treat it like you are an assassin. I ain't never seen in my life where an assassin, and go and ask, maybe I'm wrong, you will never see an assassin have an opportunity to kill somebody and choose to go like this or like this while chewing gum. You get?
I mean,
Chukwueze, I forgive him from the bottom of my heart, but you need to understand that the weight of a nation lies in your hand. But if you go for glory before victory, more often than not, you will mess up. More often than not, you become the victim. I was not born when they shot the good, the bad, ugly. But one of the most famous lines in movie history is, if you want to shoot, shoot, don't talk. If you want to shoot, shoot, don't talk, don't shoot chewing gum, don't look up at the camera, don't smile before the shootout. Like, you are in enemy territory.
I don't understand.
You have to kill.
Yeah.
You have to strike. Don't let that ember come alive. We let an advantage sleep. And
Seriously.
I'm really not blaming only Chukwueze. You need to understand, 1994, those are our heroes. But guess what? They messed up. They messed up at the most critical moment. They messed up 2 minutes to go. Nevertheless, they are still our heroes because it was literally our first time at the World Cup. You will hardly find a Nigerian who says their hero is a politician or a pastor. Ask Nigerians, my age grade, right? Okocha, Olise, Kanu, Tagribo, who again? Ipeba. They are endless. Go and check that 94 to 96 set. Those are Nigerian heroes. They are the reasons why we are still alive, because those memories have not been erased by greater achievements. You get what I'm saying? Don't come to the Super Eagles if you know you are not ready to kill or die for the nation.
Yeah.
If NFL don't pay you your money, then let it go.
Social
media be fucking you guys up real bad.
Seriously, I mean, even on that NFF thing, it's just because I just don't want to, because people will say, NFF are not doing well. We know NFF is bad. We know those ones that the most useless people on it. We know. But come on, passion should override, because these guys are being paid millions abroad. For you to even come and say, NFF is terrible already, for you to say you want to still come and play, it should be because you love Nigeria. It's not because you want to them to pay you bonus. How much is the bonus they are going to pay you guys? Most of you guys are collecting millions already in Europe. So the fact that they will be saying, you need to pay us, or if you don't pay us, we will not train. Sometimes I just feel like do these people even understand the weight that is upon them? Like 350 million people are looking at you to represent them and do them proud, and you are asking about bonus. I mean, nobody is saying they shouldn't get paid, they shouldn't be treated well. We know they treat you guys well. They put you guys in good hotels. You guys can afford to even pay for yourself. There was even a time they said they will pay for all of them if the NFF doesn't pay. It will show you that all of them have money. Indeed, that doesn't even play in big club like Napoli, Galatasaray, or play in Fulham. He was playing in Leicester City for a long time now. Now he plays in, maybe, I don't even know. So, not to talk of others that play in big teams in England. So, I mean, the money is not really anything to them. It just tells you, sometimes the praise and everything just gets to their head, and they feel like, oh yeah, people are behind us, so we can do anything we want, But I mean, seriously, Bovie was on point here. He was really on point.
Not just from this tournament, previous tournaments. Go and check. Social media, you get crazy by the praise. Guess what? They don't like you. They like what you do.
Abio.
Don't let the comments, don't let the likes fool you. The tide can change anytime. When it comes to 5-5 penalty shootout, if you're not Andre Pirlo, don't try Paneka, don't try placement.
As in,
you need to shoot that shit and tear the net like Rashidi Yekini.
You're placing ball. Shoot
ball. Social media in 2018 World
I mean, the thing, that penalty paid me. Seriously, Chukwueze a fuck up. I swear.
Fucking draw. When Argentina had to play us 4 days to go and check, no member of the Argentine team was on social media. We was on social media, we were posting and shit like that. The heartbreaks done too many. You need to understand that for people like me, you don't have to take my advice, but it's things like this that get us going as a nation.
Seriously.
We're a footballing nation, it is our body. That's the truth. 2002 Nations Cup semi-final. Extra time, Senegal score us. Guess what? Last minute we equalized. Either it was Kanu or Agahoua that scored the equalizer goal. The place where I go watch the match, made the gym there. As we equalized it, I mistakenly jumped, entered one of the guy's armpits. He almost strangled me to death, and his armpit had brown hair. I was smelling. I remember.
Football Football is the only thing that unites Nigeria. You will see a Yoruba man, Elin, and Edo man like Osime say, Osime Omomi, they won't even care whether it's from Edo or you say, Chukwueze Omomi, we won't even care whether it is Igbo or not. So, I mean, if you understand the joy that this thing brings to Nigerians, you will not joke with it when you have the opportunity to put more smile on people's faces. I think it just the pain me as I just watch Chukwueze they do that thing. Seriously, Chukwueze for fuck up gone. He fuck up. Seriously, he messed up.
Yeah, I was when that shit happened. It gets into penalty, and guess what? Oruma, who they had fought Amadou Shaibu that he has to play, he has to go to the tournament. They put him just before the game. We had a penalty. He missed it. You get what I'm saying? He missed it. So this experience now don't bring back those scars. When we had to play Algeria, I was automatically, I just remember I said Algeria beat us 2019 for semi-final with a Riyad Mahrez free kick. Listen guys, all I'm trying to say is you have chances to be heroes, to write your name in history,
Yeah.
and never be forgotten.
Exactly.
Don't continue to fuck this shit up.
I mean, imagine if I know that they want to win. See, guys, don't get me wrong. I know these guys want to win because I know some players might also be watching some of these videos. I know you guys want to win. I have said it in times past that I see the passion in Osime. I mean, I don't really know about others, but I mean, I see it in Osime. I know he really wants to win, and it pains me. And I know Wambali wants to win. I can see that. I know Basi wants to win. I know Iwobi wants to win. I know. I can see that passion, but sometimes issues like, for example, this Chukwueze matter now. I mean, sometimes you just look at it sometimes like, do these people even understand what is at stake here? Like, do you see the way Moroccan players are playing? We know they had more pressure on them because they were at home, the fans were behind them, and they don't want to put down their fans, or they don't want to disappoint their fans. But at the end of the day, you can still feel the passion that they want to make their country proud. I know you guys want to make us proud too, but seriously, sometimes they need to just put in more passion. Seriously,
it's very important. You guys are our potential heroes. Potential heroes. I forgive you now. I'm speaking for myself. I forgive the Super Eagles, but you need to understand what you people are doing when you wear the Nigerian jersey, right? Is beyond football.
Yeah.
Beyond your salary, beyond your rights.
Mm-hmm.
You already know that your system is fucked when it comes to some of these things.
Yeah, that's what I said about NFF. You already know that one.
Ready to die.
Don't come.
Don't play.
Yeah.
Cut it and post.
Exactly, like I already said, if you already know NFF is stupid, we already know all those why you want to patch it. I mean, forgive me for these words. We already know NFF is stupid. I mean, how can players be going to tournament and they will be having to say they want to strike or they won't train before you pay them? I mean, shouldn't we even be ashamed of ourselves or be embarrassed by things like that? But we already know that already before you accept the call up. If you knew you were going to be coming here to be whining about salary or bonuses, then you shouldn't have accepted the call up and say, "Oh, I'll just stay with my club." They would already know this one doesn't like Nigeria. He doesn't want to play for us. We'll go and look for players that really want to play for Nigeria, whether they get paid or not. Because at the end of the day, Nigerians even have money. We have a lot of billionaires. Some billionaires already promised you guys today that if they had won, they would have given you guys $1 million. That is just one person. So what are we talking about in FF? People who have money that can give you guys bonuses. So it is not about coming here and whining about bonuses and all those kind of things. These are things that distract teams. That will just show do these people really even understand what is at stake here? Fighting about bonuses. So I mean, like Bobby said, I think he already said it all. I don't want to repeat what he said. Just don't want to prolong this video, but that was just my point about that penalty shootout. I know penalty is 50-50. I'm not blaming anybody for losing penalty. Because the moment we went to penalty, I already zeroed my mind. I wasn't even really heartbroken the moment the penalty ended and Morocco won. I was just like, well, again, not again. I was just pained that this thing is happening again, and these guys are not going to win this trophy again. Like, for example, I mean, last episode, we were in the final, we lost. It was so painful. Now again, in this kind of scenario where we've had a fantastic tournament, the best team so far in this tournament, and we just threw it away like that. It was painful to watch, and I know it's painful for you guys, to the players. But seriously, sometimes we need to take this thing more seriously, especially the way we play the penalty. I mean, why are people like Ademola Lookman not even stepping up? Moses Simon not stepping up? He will be not stepping up, and we have to be pushing people like Chukwueze and Bruno Imagine forward to go and play penalty for us. Come on now. But anyway, I already said that. But the next point is just, the team. My message to the team: you guys have been fantastic. You made us proud throughout this tournament. You've been. I've said it throughout. My previous videos. I've just been praising you guys. Even going to this match, I never expected that we'll be playing 120 minutes with Morocco and we won't be able to have more than 2 shots on target, because you guys have showed us that Nigeria can be great again. It was looking like this team, Nigeria is back. We were back because you made us proud. So you guys can go out of this tournament with your head up high, knowing that you made your nation proud. Forget all these ones we are talking about, Osime, Chukwueze, whatever. It's just cruise, It's just as if they pain us. Now why will they talk all those kind of things? You get? So you can't expect us not to just blame you once in a while. But, you guys did well. You made us proud. You were fantastic throughout the tournament. So, we enjoyed you guys. Bassi, oh God. Bassi, God bless you. The way that guy, I mean, sometimes he's the kind of players that prove me wrong when we say, oh, we need home-based players, or we don't need all these foreign-born players. Bassi, you won't even know this one was foreign-born. You will just see that he loves Nigeria. I'm sure he's not one of those people that will be crying about bonuses. Maybe it's just a team thing. That is why he's part of the people. I'm sure it's not the people that will be saying, if they don't pay me, I won't play. Because you will see that he loves, and he's so humble. And he was too good also. It's not just about character, it's also good. Bassi, you are really good in this tournament. Nwabali, they pay me for you, seriously. Pay me for you, say we know win this cup, because I want Nwabali to lift that trophy. After Enyama, Nwabali is another keeper that we've had in Nigerian team that I can say, yes, no, this keeper is really good. Because when he's in that back, he controls the back, he controls the defense. That is the kind of keeper that Nigeria always had. So Nwabali, respect to you. The defense, Bright Osai, you've been fantastic in this tournament. You didn't allow us miss online not that much, but you're really great. What's it called? What's his name again? Semia Jayi. You gave us our first goal of the tournament, and you've been fantastic in this tournament too. Bruno Yemachi, fantastic player. And Didi, oh my captain, we missed you in this game. Seriously, we missed you. You pay me say did this game. I swear to God, I just didn't know your value now. No wonder when you were in Leicester City always played in Didi, and I was like, fine, I know Didi is really good, but they know the bench him. He wasn't even benched in Leicester. He always played every game with the likes of Vardy, and he was really very consistent in that game. So I just realized how good he was, and we missed him in this Morocco game. And Iwobi was just like an orphan in today's game, because he missed that partnership with Ndidi, seriously. So Ndidi, kudos to you, Ndidi. Iwobi, I was tipping you to be player of the tournament. Go and check. In my previous video, I already said it. In several of my posts, I already said that Iwobi, forget Ademola Lookman Osime scoring, Iwobi was going to be our player of the tournament if we had won this trophy, because I'm sure he would have still given more assists or played more games that could have placed him amongst the players that will be nominated for player of the tournament. But yeah, he was really good. Obviously, Ademola Lookman was fantastic. This has been his tournament so far. Even right now, he's still the only person with the highest number of assists and goals. So I'm sure he's going to be part of the team of the tournament or something like that. And of course, Akwa Adams, you've been great in this tournament. He has shown us that, a striker can be skillful and also be able to score goals at the same time. So Akwa Adams, kudos to you. And of course, our captain today, Osime, the guy plays with passion. He even had injury today again, and he didn't even want to go out. He still wanted to play, but I'm sure the coach just felt like, no, don't kill yourself, come out. So Osime, I love you. So you guys have been great. You guys should go out of this tournament with your head up high. go play that top place. I'm sure the coach is going to give chances to. I'm sure that's the same thing Egypt will also do. They'll give chances to people that haven't played in the tournament to go and play that top place. So, but I'm sure he probably put some players that still needs to score, like maybe Ademola Lookman or Sime, and give other people opportunities also. So let's hope Osimhen can still score more goals so that he can close that record, or maybe even win Golden Boot in this tournament. Or maybe Ademola Lookman can win Golden Boot in this tournament and score more goals in the third place. So looking forward to that top place. So which leads me to my fourth point, which is the third place prediction and final. So let's go to the top place. Egypt versus Nigeria on Saturday. Well, like I said, I feel like the coaches are going to play players that haven't played in a tournament to give them chances to play. And I'm hoping that Ademola Lookman will be able to score more goals, maybe win the assist leader or even go highest goal scorer, because Brahim Diaz was even, we didn't even see him in this game. So all those hyping, he didn't even do anything. They even had to take him out too. So I don't think he might not even score in the final too, because they are playing Senegal. We'll talk about that one later. But third place, if the team plays like we've been playing before, we are supposed to beat Egypt, because Egypt has not really been great like that in this tournament. That's why they couldn't even beat Senegal. So I hope we can win the third place, even though that's not where we should be. But at the end of the day, whether we win or not, nothing is going to change. But I want us to win, so that at least we can leave this tournament knowing that we didn't lose. We just lost in penalty shootout, So third place on Saturday. I wish the boys all the best. Final on Sunday, Morocco versus Senegal. It's going to be a very tough game, just like this. I hope they don't bring in some ref that they've paid also, so that Morocco just win this thing. If I should say who I want to win, I mean, seriously, I won't blame Morocco for what happened to us today. It's just CAF that allowed it to happen. So it is not their fault. It is just CAF that is corrupt. Maybe they just want Morocco to win because they've just been favoring Morocco. I know Morocco has done a lot to improve their infrastructure, to improve their football. They've invested a lot in their football. They gave us a fantastic tournament. The pitches were good. The stadiums were good. The organization, everything was really good. They are really setting the standard really high for other countries that want to host the tournament. And they've done well in this tournament so far. So even though Senegal, it seems like Senegal is the stronger team, and they are our West African brothers. But I would just say Senegal, leave it to them, let them win, let Morocco just win. It's been 50 years since they won this tournament. You guys have won it several times too. So, and I also don't want you guys to win it too much, so that it will be too difficult for us to catch up with you guys. So let's allow Morocco to win this one, so at least they can win two. And they've tried. It's not easy. It's not easy to host this kind of tournament, and just for their fans to be able to. It's just that sometimes they can be too proud too, feeling like they are the best in Africa, blah blah blah. But they've been good, actually. We can't throw that away. They've been good. So I think they are gonna win the tournament, because that pressure is gonna be crazy. I know Senegalese fans are a lot in this tournament. I'm really looking forward to see how that's going to play out in the stadium in the final, because we know Nigerian fans are not really that much, so they were really able to overpower us. But if you watch this game against Egypt, even though Egypt is in North Africa, you would have expected that Egyptian fans will be the one dominating that stadium. Senegalese fans were really a lot in that stadium, and there is AFCON also, which has been bringing crowd to the stadium too. So that final is really going to be crazy, but I still feel like Morocco is going to make sure that their fans are more in that stadium that day. And I feel with the home support, and they'll probably get a ref that will favor them too. They're probably going to win, but whatever happens, it's going to be sweet for us to just watch from the outside and see who wins. But I wish Morocco all the best. Let me just put it that way. I want Morocco to win, because I don't want Senegal to have more AFCON than us, you get. And let's just allow Morocco to win. Senegal, you guys are our brothers, you get. But let's allow Morocco to win, and at least give them one cup, So, and it's been a nice outing in this tournament, and it's been great for this channel also. If you still watching, and if you watched to this stage, please make sure you subscribe to my channel And thank you guys for how far you've been engaging with my content throughout this AFCON. And we have more content coming up from, African football, European football. I'm a Man United fan, so I'm probably dishing out some club site content on this channel also. So make sure you click subscribe and turn on the notification button so that when I drop a video, you'll be the first to know. So give this video a like so that more people can see it, and let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Who do you think is gonna win against Morocco and Senegal, and who do you think is gonna win against Nigeria and Egypt too? Because it is still a very serious game. Salah, and we don't know if he's gonna play though. But whatever it is Egypt versus Nigeria. So I don't think we've played recently. So who do you think is gonna win against in the match between Nigeria and Egypt, and also Senegal versus Morocco in the final? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Drop your comment. Make sure you click like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye for now.